Good morning, squad. I guess I'm a couple minutes early, but that's okay, because I got things to do today. Solving crimes and whatnot. It's day 117, and we're gonna finish up this class trial. Hopefully. I've got roughly an hour pinned down for the stream, but I can go a little over if it takes a couple more minutes. I don't know how long it'll take, but we'll see. Who we got today? I see Phoenix Melior, G-Dwarf, Lady Lay, Shlivik, M-Drift. Oh, Sullens, who's finally caught up on the VODs. Good work. Twinkle Beast, Dark Morphord, Sniper Pumpkin. Old School. PMA versus Angry Optimist. Yeah, it's a busy day of crime solving. Today I solved some classroom issues. Tomorrow, later today, Pikachu's. Good. I want to be able to wrap up this trial. To remember all the things that happened. It's going to be very important with the comic. Right, just admit it. At least let me believe in you. Oh, wow, I was right on. Okay. I saw on the monitor. Killer do after the broadcast. Nope, that's not from here. Body was hidden before. Nope. No, I don't think it's that. We're off the story. This is the weird glue that Chiaki ate. Met up with a bunch of people. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what you want. Body was hidden before. That won't be it. Oh, really? Huh, okay. I thought that was not real. Alright, what am I missing? That's the last panel. Yeah, so it's probably this one. This is a shorter comic.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime.
Hey, Gru. It's only 9:30.
When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music room. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. That was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene.
How did wallpaper hide an entire... There was a railing outside that they stuck it on, so it came down straight.
The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyumiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Yeah, the more convoluted your plan, the more relieved you gotta be when it just actually works.
Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
They always break so weirdly.
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Hi, Monokuma. What up? What do you want? Bunch of coins.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
It's interesting they clearly have all the dead people in that role grayed out. Alright, so there's gonna be a punishment, some talking, we're gonna find out some stuff, maybe, like, what's up with Nagato. Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive
Don't
you.
joke around with me. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
Hey,
This is
hey!
nothing like Pico. She's actually gone mental.
That's all.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say?
I
know because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. And despair is so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you just say Miko also had the despair disease? It makes sense. Then that means she was...
What?
Well, Hajime, has something crossed your mind? That's right. Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
That's because of that disease?
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease, losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means that Mikan, standing before us, is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair. That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? Oh, that's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
could it be?
Nagato, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong, but Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to the disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this,
Such despair.
are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? And don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And if it was also my beloved who created me that everyone can't forgive, but by my beloved still forgives me. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who are you talking about? Are you saying this is Meekin? She's the real Meekin? Meekin, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up all like this because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Meekin. Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how the horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? That's right, the symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right, it was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know? No, it's a video game. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Mon ami? Huh? I knew it! Mon ami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Oh, Mon ami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
hey,
Don't laugh. Maybe you can, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us? Oh, of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Ah, hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably, when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh?
Oh, I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is. But who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Meekun, is that really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. Just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's...
Well,
that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is. Losing memories are
do you understand?
like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end it always leads back to that story about the stolen school lives.
Hey!
So it was true all along, our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we couldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Monokuma, is it alright with you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? No. Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. Too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Okay. Ah. All right. That was... yeah. Alright, yeah, that was kind of a bit of a letdown, wasn't it? It's finished. Is it really finished? I like the song they had going on in the background. I would have liked more of that. Killer who killed Ibuki and Hiyoko was Mikan, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
Doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, she lost herself to a simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Nagato, go climb in a hole. Come on, let's all take this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way she can move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
Would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monomi looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Monomi.
Phew.
Oh, who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Oh, yay. Head over to the First Islands beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Oh, hey, Nekomaru's back.
Huh?
Could it be? Nekomaru?
Hey!
Isn't it? Nekomaru is safe after all? Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. Light of hope. I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Sonia.
However,
Even so, I'm still happy if Nekomaru is safe. I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. That line doesn't suit you at all. Silence. I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Acne.
All right.
Alrighty then, let's go. Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. None of us were worried at all that Monokuma wasn't delighting in our despair and like was the one who was giving us hope.
Uh-oh.
And they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
They're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around till others have finished talking? What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Nekomaru's body. It's their fault for not sticking around till I was finished talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. You, what did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone that was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. Alright. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the first island!
All right!
Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey,
Nekomaru, show yourself.
Listen,
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But,
Hey,
oh man, he's nowhere to be found.
damn it.
Could it be, did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
could it be?
That voice. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo, I've kept you waiting.
Seems like a cyborg.
Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Hi, Catbot. Alright then. Down to the last 9.
Danganronpa.
Ah, nurse's apron. That makes sense. We were hoping things would progress smoothly. That's right, a common, ordinary progression would have been just fine. Like, for example, the enemy's lair crumbling right after you defeat the final boss, or your dead friend suddenly reappearing. It would have been just fine if things had progressed like that. That's the kind of old-school progression we were hoping for. Not this unreasonable turn of events.
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Nekomaru? Is that you?
No matter how you look at it, I'm still me!
No matter how we look at it, this isn't you at all.
Sheesh!
You guys are a strange lot. You all have such big wide eyes. Or perhaps you've all fallen in love with this metallic body of mine. I already know what you want to say just by looking in your eyes. Then again, I am a former team manager. What happened? You look like you've seen a ghost or something. Man, don't go scaring Miss Sonia with that strange-ass mask. As he raised his stammering voice, Soda grabbed onto Nekomaru's head and...
I already know.
Come on, take it off. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey,
Huh? Why won't it come off? Wait, are you kidding me? It's not just for show.
Pure electricity!
It's not just for show. It's pure electricity. Been reborn. It's pure electricity. If you're seriously Nekomaru,
Damn it.
that's my fault, right? You end up getting a body like that and it's all my fault, right?
Sorry.
Sorry, Nekomaru. I don't know how to apologize for this. Oh, don't worry about it. A lot of stuff happens when you're alive.
You serious?
To a beat, is this really okay? If you keep sweating the small stuff, you're gonna end up getting more gray hairs.
Hey.
Commenting on every little thing he does is a waste of time. But you're really Nekomaru, right? You came back for us, right? That's right. I was resurrected from the depths of hell in shining silver. Are you even okay with that? It doesn't even compare to my eye patch. How can you accept that body?
Oh!
It's better to just be alive.
Huh?
It's better to just be alive. Don't you agree? If I'm alive, I can still talk to you all. If I'm alive, I can still fight.
Show some
It
spirit!
doesn't matter what happens to my body. Not one bit.
amazing.
You're amazing. Nekomaru is brimming with hope. It's better to just be alive. I do understand what Nekomaru is saying, but no matter how we make sense of this, it's just too weird. This isn't a novel or movie. This is reality. Can something this unexplainable really be allowed to happen? No. Instead, why did this happen? Anyway, I'm glad that's fine, right? Right? Nekomaru definitely came back to us.
What's this?
Am I interrupting your touching reunion? Why is Nekomaru a robot?
Hey!
Unfortunately, it was truly difficult to save Nekomaru from the jaws of death. But they don't call me the psychopop magician for nothing.
Oh my
goodness, such a wonderful
Such a wonderful before
Okay.
and after has occurred.
It appears to be a little too dramatic. Thanks to that, I'm getting stabbed by all these envious stares.
Hey.
If you're really a robot, what's going on with your thought process? Is that a program too? And what happened to the other stuff, like your self-awareness and... How many times do I have to tell you that it doesn't matter? No matter what shape or form I take, I am Nekomaru! Is he? Is he going to power through the rest of his life with his new abilities? What kind of reaction? It looks like you really are self-aware. That means this technology is insane. I've never seen or heard anything like it before. What the commoner considers advanced is not much of an advancement. If you think advancement exists in college and laboratories, that's a huge misunderstanding. Mekomaru. Real advancements exist in the place where you can pass off that talent.
Hey, hey!
And you're saying that's you? Were you really that amazing? Stop admiring him. Stupid stuffed toy. Don't go screwing with people's bodies like that.
What?
Hold on. If you harm Monokuma, you're going to... You intend to defy me yet again? You're quite the barbarian.
Disappear!
This time you will definitely fall prey to my Monokuma bazooka. Once again, the world shook and turned stark white, as if the surrounding environment and all sound was blown away by the impact, turning everything completely white. And within the whiteness, I heard the voice yet again.
Nekomaru!
That didn't faze me at all! Check it out! I'm intact! I have no injuries at all!
Hey, hey!
You serious? He took that blast and doesn't even have a single scratch? Awesome. He's seriously a real robot. Hey, can you let me disassemble you? Can you let me disassemble you and show me your insides?
No, thank you!
If I disassemble, I'll end up dying.
By the way...
I suppose I should fill you in. Even though he's a robot now, if Nekomaru is killed, it's still going to count as murder, okay?
Of course!
Of course, it's possible that Nekomaru might kill someone instead. Don't say such foolish things. That will never happen. With all that in mind, you guys enjoy the killing school trip together.
Let's get along.
Once again, I hope we can all get along.
It's impossible.
It's gonna be a while before I can mentally process this. Well, Nekomaru never returned to his original form. If that's the case, it is a burden for Nekomaru.
Sheesh.
Hey, it's not like I came back as a monster. I'm just a robot now, you know? I'm sorry. I can't really see the difference. Well, just consider this a little promotion. By making a robot one of the main characters, a genuine mystery is transformed into a sci-fi mystery. And the hard-boiled is transformed into cyberpunk. I don't think it really works that way. Oh, you're totally destroying the genres. Oh well, who cares? As long as it's fun, it's totally fine. As I listened to Monokuma's boisterous laugh, once again I was forced to accept. This island is not the day-to-day world I know. It's a mad world where the strange is accepted as normal. Causes reasoning, circumstances foreshadowing, these things don't apply here at all. That's what it means to live in a mad world. Oh, now we're officially in chapter 4. Well, let's see where we can get in 20 minutes. The next morning, we gathered at the hotel restaurant, like we always do. Oh, food today was awesome as usual. As always, you sure do eat a lot. Feel relaxed just by looking at you. It's impossible not to worry about it. No matter what, this feels really strange. It's not something I'll get used to easily.
Hey, hey.
Anyway, what are you gonna do, Mekomaru? Ah, nice. The game's doing it. Mekomaru, you're used to him already? What am I gonna do? For food, you need, like, oil?
Hey, hey.
Regular, premium?
Well...
Nah, he doesn't need oil. Since he said he's pure electricity, maybe he's battery powered or something. I can totally eat normal food, especially rice dishes. I can't keep my eyes off them. However, I've been feeling a little down today, so I don't have much of an appetite.
All right!
Are you malfunctioning? If you show me your insides, I can fix you up. No means no. What? So you're here too?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should know my place and not speak out of turn when everyone's gathered together like this. However, I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you about what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? That person Mikan called her beloved. I can't help thinking about that, and it won't get out of my head.
What?
Am I just a coward for worrying about that?
Let me tell you this.
It crossed my mind as well, but based on how she phrased it. So this is the end. This is really... Now I can go to my beloved and be forgiven. I can finally see my beloved. Please forgive me as my hopes of finally seeing you die with me.
This, too,
It was
must
if
be
she
the
was
will of
speaking
causality.
to an entity that does not exist in this world. Then there's nothing to worry about.
Fine.
More importantly, we should be thinking about the Future Foundation, our enemy. If that fearsome organization known as World Ender is truly responsible for our imprisonment,
If you flinch, you will die!
then investigating who's behind the organization is our top priority. The Future Foundation, That word, future. Does it have anything to do with the ancient ruin? I mean, there's no doubt that symbol on the door to the ancient ruin was the Japanese word for future. If that's the case, it might be better if we investigate the ancient ruins again later.
However,
The more I think about it, the less sense it makes. Why would an organization that's secretly plotting to end the world make us suffer like this? They went to a lot of trouble to abduct us and bring us to this island. Not only that, they took away several years' worth of memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy, for reasons that are also unknown. Future Foundation, World Ender, ha!
Impossible!
There's obviously something wrong with you if you believe in something so unrealistic. Said the guy who is a robot.
Hey, hey!
You're one to talk.
But
But what we should be most concerned about as it relates to the Future Foundation
Isn't that right?
is the traitor from the Future Foundation that's hiding among us.
Hey,
I wonder who it is. The true identity of the outsider hiding among us and trying to ensnare us.
I won't be fooled!
Nagato's obviously the most suspicious, though. Even as a childless organization blathering about ending the world wouldn't accept someone like me.
man,
Nobody wants a worthless human like me to join their group. You guys should know that feeling well, right?
You think so?
And that's the reason why you're not the traitor? I don't understand your theory at all.
Huh?
Then who do you think is the most suspicious?
It's obvious.
I nominate Hajime. I agree, I am suspicious. I have the UI controls. Huh? Well, isn't it normal to doubt the most unlikely candidate?
Hey,
Not just that, you're the only one here who still doesn't know what ultimate talent you possess. If we're basing this on an outsider hiding among the group of ultimates, Hajime should be doubted right away. Then Hajime's the traitor? Of course not. What are you even saying? You shouldn't raise your voice like that. We might become even more suspicious of you, you know. This is obviously your fault.
settle down.
Stop fighting. Don't you think fighting with ourselves like this is Monokuma's trap? That might be true, but... Alright, I'll handle this. Just leave this matter to me! What do you mean?
Huh?
To eliminate this tense atmosphere, allow me to present you to my new function that I discovered last night. New function. Don't tell me, is it flight? Can you fly?
No!
It's not a conventional function like that. That's far more practical and novel. Now then, let's go. Behold! Nekomaru is crying!
No!
Hardly, I'm not crying. My right eye dispenses cola, and my left eye dispenses Roger's tea.
Behold!
are you kidding me?
You a soda fountain?
Damn it.
I know we'll be here all day if we keep commenting on every little thing you do.
Don't fuck with
What the
me!
hell was Monokuma thinking giving you a function like that?
You're so evil.
That guy, he's definitely fooling around. Monokuma's just toying with other people's bodies. I too was modified by Monokuma, so I totally understand how Nekomaru feels. But don't be depressed. You'll get used to it. It's surprising how quickly you'll get used to it.
I'll beat you up.
Don't go butting into our conversation all of a sudden.
That's...
Oh, it's so violent. Showing up at a time like this means, did you come to tell us you've defeated another Mono Beast?
Yippee-ki-yay!
You were correct. Once again, you can visit a new island, so please take this opportunity to get along with everyone. I ain't going. What a drag. Eh?
Man.
Hey, if we go to the new island, it's not like we're gonna find a way to escape this place, right?
You are right.
Rather, I feel as though the opportunity to kill increases every time we go to a new island. So, it might be best if we just don't.
I renounce you!
I don't know what you're planning, Fiend, but we're not going to fall for it. But that's a misunderstanding. I was just...
Lame.
how annoying.
Unbelievable.
Just stay back and leave the rest to your big brother. I'll give you an example of how to lure these guys to you, little sis. What are you doing? You're acting like we're allies or something.
I tell you to stay back.
This technique, it's impossible to defend against it or evade it.
Well now,
Okay. Now that I've mopped up the annoying one,
special bleeding service.
since you guys are feeling down in the dumps, I'll make you guys so excited your noses will bleed. Compared to the earlier investigations, I prepared a special treat that's completely different than before. Treat?
Nice.
Oh, you took the bait. I guess it's true. If you want to get a shut-in out of their room, carrots work the best.
Huh?
Who cares about that? Hurry up and tell us what the treat is. It's an amazing treat. Don't wet your pants. Well, it's okay if you do. Just don't spray it on me. I prepared a bunch of stuff you guys might find interesting on the new island.
Miracle.
Such as clues about the Future Foundation.
Huh?
Such as parts that may be useful for making a ship.
Are you serious?
Are you for real?
News.
And also, your student profiles from your time at Hope's Peak Academy. Huh?
So,
Do your best to explore. Take care. Oh, that is tempting.
Hey.
What should we do? Well, clearly we have to go to the island. I
You
mean, we were
know,
gonna go
right?
anyway, right? Only option is to go, obviously. We might be able to go home if we have ship parts.
Yep.
Plan to go too. If there are clues about Future Foundation, we need to make sure we see them.
Hajime.
About you, Hajime, of course you're going, right? If you look at your student profile, you may be able to find out what your shining talent is. It's a chance for you to clear any suspicions, right? What suspicions? I don't think anyone here doubts me.
What?
I see. But if there's a clue about my talent, I do want to know what that is. The reason Hope's Peak Academy chose me, the talent I possess. These things matter to me. There's no way I'm not worried about it. Ooh. That's pretty tempting, Darkmoor Fort. Can you let me know what that site is? Because I actually have been looking for that for something else that I need to talk to Corey about. Seems you've all prepared yourselves for the worst.
Starting to get pumped up.
Means we're gonna go, right? If everyone is going, I shall accompany you as well. There's also a possibility that Monokuma set a trap. We should be careful where we step. It's true. I guess we could watch some Danganronpa anime. Since I feel like I have to do that before I play Game 3. Can't stop thinking about that ancient ruin that might hold clues about the Future Foundation. But we should start exploring the new island. Alright. I'd like to go outside. Pet probably hasn't done it. Oh, we have. Go this way. Cool, thank you. Yeah. many steps do we have left of you? We can probably finish what walking we need to get. Aha! This is the wrong button. Anime sequel to this, distinct from V3? Weird. Can't say I've heard anyone talk about that. As anime sequel that, yeah, the Danganronpa 3. Oh, no, I read that as, right, distinct from V3, because V3 is the name of the game, and 3 is the, so I read that as, like, Danganronpa 2 has an anime. I know Danganronpa 1 has an anime, but it's based on the game. There's 3, which is the one you're supposed to watch before V3, if you can. And then, if you're into, like, some world building, there's, like, a light novel called Danganronpa 0, which takes place before Game 1. But I think people recommend you play Game 1 first. I think that's what I read. It's not the most confusing thing I've seen about how to watch a series or to get like the most of a series. I think the most confusing one I've seen is Hack Sign, because that's there's a specific order you need to like read some manga, watch anime, and then also play video games, and then watch the anime that comes with the video games or something if you want like the whole spectrum. Oh, okay, cool. Hack Sign's easy to watch the first anime stop. Alright, I can just do this. 76 more steps. Almost there. I mean, I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel intertwined. I had to figure out how to do that off of Netflix, but... Oh? Okay. You look like you barfed out an egg. Let's give you something. Coon coins and some tissues. Okay, so we've had 3 now. We've had Snake, we've had Magical Girl Oyusami, and we've had Shitimi. So I guess there's 3 other pets. I'm gonna wait till free time to feed the tree. Although I do have 5 minutes, so maybe it's better just do it now. Tree is on island 1. Sure, let's go feed the tree. No! Game. I'm gonna save outside the island and that'll be fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Some people do treat anime like a genre. It's not. But that doesn't mean you can't dislike all anime just because maybe you're not into the style. So there's that. Hey, thanks, Kafina. No time for tree feeding. Gotta find clues, Scoob. Yeah, we'll come back to this game tomorrow. We'll be at our regular stream time of 10 a.m. and the stream will go for about 2 hours, so we'll probably get the new island explored. I don't know if that'll be enough time for us to find the new body. Probably won't be enough time for us to do up to the investigation, but that's fine. We can do that on Thursday? I'm a little behind on my Bujo, so I'm not actually certain what my schedule is like this week, but I think everything is the same until we have that PAX East thing, which I'm kind of hoping will be done this game before. But at the pace we're going through it, potentially we won't be done this game before I have to go to PAX East. Before I get to go to PAX East. So we'll see. I guess I should just end the stream. I gotta go play some other video games. Alright, well, sure. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting, subscribing, cheering, following, all the things you do. We got through that class trial. I kind of wish I'd been able to get through it yesterday, because I didn't realize there was only that much left, but I didn't really have any extra time, so happens. I will see you all. I mean, if you're interested in, what, an hour and a half? Yeah, in an hour and a half, I'm gonna be over on the Loading Ready Run channel playing Detective Pikachu, and we'll see how what that game's like. I've really only seen the trailer for the game, so I don't really know if it's... I don't know, I think it'll at least be fun in terms of a talking Detective Pikachu. So there's that. and then I'll be back here tomorrow for more Danganronpa. So I will see you at one of those 2 points, and until then, take care. Bye.